What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see everybody in the chat. What is going on? You've got no makeup Alina today. It's one of those like really chill days. My hair is nice and clean though. I'm feeling like really relaxed today. Sorry for a little bit of an interruption. I just saw it. Hopefully everything's okay. So I see lots of people in the chat. I see Kim. I see John Porker. John, I believe you're vying for our coveted Piggy of the Week spot with that name. Demi, Eitan, Meizu, Meishu. I remember Sandre. Thicatine, hi. Oh my God, thank you so much. Kiko, J. Marie. I feel like all the regulars are here today, some new people as well. Welcome to the regulars. Welcome to the new people. It is good to see you all. How is your week? How is everything going for you guys? I am very excited for this stream because I've got some new things for you, which I'll sort of like trickle out as we go today. But I've been working on making these streams better. One thing I can tell you about right now, and I'll need your guys' help, is I worked really hard to improve the audio of this stream. I believe the last couple of times people were saying, hey, I think it is in mono when you play back stuff from Boombox, which we definitely don't want. We want to hear your songs as they're intended to be heard. So I believe I fixed it. I tested it yesterday. I think it's going to be good. But, you know, you guys let me know how that is. Maybe there might be some volume changes we need to do, things like that, just to kind of get it back to baseline. But yeah, I'm super excited about today. Oh, Kim, I submitted a Kesha inspired demo I made 3 days ago, just like you told me to last week. Listen, we're gonna listen to that demo. We're gonna listen to so many things today. And yeah, I guess without much further ado, I just want to jump right into listening to music, you guys. So what we're gonna do differently going forward, and it's not that different. I'm hyping it up, but it's really kind of how we've been doing it, but a little bit more organized. We're gonna have this stream in segments. So the first thing we're gonna do is gonna be called the early bird segment. How about that? How about that? I made that. I'm very proud of myself. And what that means is that we're going to listen to the very first 3 songs submitted on the stream. So the first of these is going to be by Kiko, Wings to Fly. I am really excited about this. I know Kiko always brings the good beats. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right in. Just let me know if the volume is good of the song and if my voice, my speaking voice is like good with the song. Okay, like a cool indie rock vibe, rock pop. This is fun. Very like top lineable. Good chords. I can hear melodies already. Oh, this is like a little bit nostalgic. Kind of reminds me of the 2000s pop rock that we had. Nice vibes off the bat. Yeah, I agree, Eitan. Yeah, this is very, very nice. Okay, Kiko, this Slade, my only comment would be take a look at your drum choices, sample choices, and processing as well. Everything is good, right? Your beats are always really good. I do think with a song like this, where you're basically trying to emulate a band, right? You want it to sound a little bit more acoustic and a little bit more live. And I feel like I can hear, and I don't know how else to describe it, the sampliness of your song, especially in the drums. It just feels very like, okay, that's the one snare and it keeps repeating. Okay, that's the kick. I just think you could maybe layer it in with some layers of acoustic samples. I recommend That Sound on Splice. They have, I believe they're Nashville based. They have like very good acoustic drum samples, different kinds, but I always like to layer those in with anything I'm making that's supposed to sound like real. So, but this is an amazing arrangement, really top lineable. Maybe somebody in the chat will want to write to it. You never know. Aton says, I'm hearing a million melodies already. See? As I said. Yeah, Aton said, ease up on the quantize. Yeah, I think it's also that too. Honestly, I find production that's emulating live playing like super freaking difficult, because you kind of want drums, especially drums, to like have that humanized swing. So really, in my opinion, it's just like dragging samples around like millisecond to the left, to the right, like just finding the right feel, adding a lot of delays. This is actually something that I'm adding into my course I'm making. There's a whole chapter in the drum production section all about humanizing drums, and I show how I do that. But it is tedious. I won't even lie. Like, it's not my favorite thing to do. It's very tedious. So, but this was really awesome. Okay, so y'all already know what to do. I see PLs in the chat, but for anybody who's brand new, whenever we play a song, if you really like it, put PL in the chat, as you see right now in the chat. So that means playlist. And what that means is if we get 5 or more, I add the song to a special playlist called Piggies of the Week and Other Eaters. So in it goes. Really great job, Kiko. All right. Next up in our early bird segment, we have Sondre and we have Higher.
Oh, you think that you got away, but oh, we just started to play. The rain is
really nice harmonies,
you
Sondre.
can't hide today, so let's go on.
I love the bass. It's so charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent coded. I love your falsetto. The little piano is so good. Turn it up a little bit, like 3 dBs. It's just so lost. It's such a good part. Oh. This is catchy and good. Yeah, PL's all over the place, guys.
I bleed, but you never care.
It's really, really good. I mean, I think this is already like a release song, because it's streaming official. Yeah, Sondre, you know what you're doing. I don't really know like what to advise you. If anything super, super tiny, nitpicky detail, you might want to spread your background vocals a little bit wider. It sounds good, there's literally no problem, but I think you might find them hugging your vocal more if you use like spreaders, like Center by Waves, Spread by Yum Audio, Isotope, Imager, one of those. A little bit more on the higher frequencies of your BGVs. I just think it will create a fuller sound. But like, yeah, splitting hairs, that's not like a requirement by any means. Very, very good. Wow, Piggy Contender, I think Piggy Contender for sure. Let's add, and I'm going to write down songs that I think are Piggy Contenders here. Because I want to be able to remember. And finally, for the early bird segment, we have So Sweet Type Beat, produced by Nandy. And yes, it's by Nandy. I believe Nandy is it's their first time submitting. I'm a big fan of your work from Brazil. Thank you so much. Not fluent in English. That's fine. I didn't used to be either. So forgive me if there's spelling mistakes. That is so okay. We don't judge here. I'm studying music production with the aim of becoming a professional. This is a very simple production that I did in 2023. At the time, I just wanted to put in practice a sound idea that was inspired by K-pop. There's no mixing, mastering process. Okay. I didn't have knowledge about it at the time. Something really simple, but it was my first production. Amazing. I love when you guys give context. So let's listen. Oh, I might have to turn this one up just because it doesn't have a mastering chain on it. It's really cute, the little vocal stabs. This is very cute. I feel like we'll listen to this whole beat because it's so short. It's like half the length of everything else. I think definitely the drums need a lot more weight. You probably know this already, Nandy, from having studied more and having been to these streams and all of that. I actually think the arrangement's really cute. With the right mixing, with the right sample choices, it could be really good. Yeah, it's very, very cute. Yeah, I think your kick and your snare, they're just so thin. I'm just going to guess you probably already know this. But yeah, if you wanted to maybe pull this beat up again and refurbish it with your current knowledge, you absolutely can, and I think you should. So let me know if you guys want to PL So Sweet type beat. Also, Andre, I saw your comment. You were asking why you only see your own song in the inbox for this week. I'm just going to guess that Boombox, it's okay, but I think they forgot to make the inbox viewable by everybody who's not me. Because I think for the other streams that they do, they don't do that. Like maybe the other creators don't really trust their community not to like delete other people's songs or kind of mess about. I trust you guys, at least while we're still small here and you guys are all like family. I don't think you're gonna mess with each other's music, but yeah, that's why sometimes I have to just kind of remind them, hey, like make the inbox viewable, because I don't think I have that capability. Like they make the inbox and they create everything. So, but yeah, you guys are liking this beat. It's sounding like Eyelid, like very that cute kind of K-pop. Yeah. Nandy, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. I don't see a lot of PLs, but I really think you should work on it and maybe resubmit. I think you could make this like very, very strong, not just arrangement wise, but mix wise too. So yes, this concludes our early bird segment. I love this segmenting vibe. Hold on. Well, I guess, yeah, there you go. I'm still like learning how to do all the different things in OBS. But yeah, that was the end of early bird segment. And now we're going to do a verified moment. So if you guys don't know, last week, Boombox launched this feature where basically you can become verified on Boombox by having like a plan, buying a plan on their platform. And like I see Aton has a plan on Boombox and is verified. I feel like there's another song by Aton. And I feel like somebody else was as well, but maybe not. But basically, yeah, if you become, oh, there you go. Yeah, Andre is as well. If you become a verified member, what this means is that you get priority listening. And that means I'll listen to your entire song, give a little bit more longer feedback, and yeah, it's a vibe. And basically what it means to, if you guys want to become a verified member, you just use a link that's linked in the description of the video, and it just really helps support these streams, helps keep them going for free for everybody. Yeah, and I believe the most affordable plan for Boombox is like less than a cup of coffee a month. So yeah, it just really helps me as a creator, helps Boombox, and helps everybody continue to get these streams. So that being said, we're gonna listen to Andre's song like this. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot. There, verified moment. We're having one. Yeah, I am so proud of these little animations that I made. The production quality. It's so fun. I had a really good time with that. But okay, so we have like this. And Andre says, got a newer demo. I have played around for some time now. Made this just for fun. Main thing I feel is like my mixing is not the best. And it's the most difficult thing for me in music production. It is difficult, not just for you. So it's okay. Mostly because I tend to overthink. I feel like something is too loud or low. Well, you know what it is too? There is definitely, how do I explain it? When you're mixing, when you're working on music, there's definitely like psychoacoustic stuff that happens, right? Especially if you sit for a long time and focus, there's definitely ear fatigue. If you turn up your playback system a lot, like turn it up and down, that can really mess with your perception as well. Yeah, so when things are turned up and down, they just sound different, and that's why people get so like confused by what they're hearing. And the more you're hearing it, the more you're confused. So it is okay. It is okay. Yeah, it sounds muddy after I spend some time fixing an issue. It ends up worse than before. I've been there. I've been there with you. Okay, I'm not really sure where to go with this demo. So any tips, feedback would be good. I got you. Very cool bass right away.
Danger is imminent.
Okay. I feel like I need to dance. Okay, says we need the fire animation. Honestly, I agree. This is so good. Brat, is that you? Okay, Andre, this sounds very good. I love how he was just like, oh, my mixing is terrible. I'm sorry. Percussions are really good. Correct, like brightness levels. Correct bite as well. Sounds like you transient shaped or just chose the right samples. It's giving It's Me album is good. Panning on this synth, fantastic. I love that it moves. Here in this pre-chorus, you could have your drone bass be a little subbier. It's very like low mids. I don't hear a sub. I don't know if this is the preset that you've chosen or like your mixing. Just listen to the preset soloed, maybe even apply like a graphic EQ to it. Look at where the bump is. If it doesn't have a lot of bump around like 60 to 100 hertz, you basically either need to layer sub with this or you need to replace the sample or you need to try to mix it. If I think a preset or a sample is just missing sub, I usually don't try to like bring out what's not there. I just layer it in with something. That's the first thing I heard that where I was like, oh, this could be a little better. Ooh, fantastic transition. Kind of gave Transformers a little bit. Hey. Kick is good. Your kick could hit a little bit harder. Just transient shape it. Either the whole thing, because it sounds pretty balanced, or you could transient shape just the bottom. Love all those synths, like the glitchy ones. Ooh, bridge. Good. You could bump your kick here just like 2 dBs. Woo! Sorry if I yell at you guys. Yes. So good. That's very, very good. Wait, is that Giselle? God, it sounded like Giselle. Yeah, that's fantastic. It sounds really good. Another super duper nitpicky, teeny tiny note, your brass stabs. I think you could sort of put them in the space, right? They sound just very like out of the synth to me right now. I think you could add a little bit of a verb to them, or even like reamping, right? Just so it sounds like it's a little bit more like in a room. I think like even just like a little room verb, like with a little tail, would just kind of make them sit even a little bit nicer. But like, yeah, this sounds to me like what my tracks sound like in their like final stages, and then I kind of just like go through and try to find stuff to make better. But this was amazing, right? PLs all over the place. I see PLs everywhere. So definitely adding to the playlist. And to anybody who's new and just joined, yeah, this is what we do. We have our special playlist for our favorite songs from these streams, and we add them to it if we get 5 or more people to recommend that we add them. So, and we are right now in our verified segment. So if you're a verified user of Boombox, make sure you submit your songs, because you can be in this segment right now, because I believe we only have one more song. Yeah, we have Aton, New Pop. Okay, there's another version. I can't figure out how to delete. Fair enough, Aton. Hold on. Let me find. This one is from March 25th. Then you might have a new one. Supernova. Is this the one? Yeah, that's the one. I think there was one more. There it is. Okay. There you go. Okay, ideally, I'd love for neo soul artists like Olivia Dean to use this. Amazing. I love when you give us like a prompt, not a prompt, like what your intended use, so we can listen with that in mind. Turn up a little bit. Want to put something on your master, Aton, just because it is a little bit still quiet, a little bit soft. Ooh, the bass though, the bass movement is great. Ooh, love the keys. I love this. The crunchy organ is so cool. Yeah, this is really, really good arrangement. Whoa, chords. You might want to smooth out this transition just a little bit. Things kind of ended very abruptly. Love the percussion here. Yeah, everybody's loving. Mike, the way you get played is take a look at the description. There's a link in there. It's a bit.ly link, and you submit your song. Yeah, this is sounding... I love that reverse string build-up. That's great. Okay, my only... This is just like a tiny little suggestion. I feel like in the chorus here, you might want to play around with where your organ sits and where your keys sit. Because right now, they are in the same register, right? And they're a little bit fighting with each other. My initial thought was like, oh, spread the organ a little bit to the left, spread the keys a little bit to the right. Take a look at that. I don't know if it's gonna like work, because I know the organ is supposed to be sort of like a blanket that hangs over everything. So you might want it like really evenly spread in both ears. In that case, you might want to move your electronic piano from side to side a little bit. Yeah, just take a look. And then of course you can like carve with EQ as well. Another nitpicky note too, you had like a shaker in the chorus. I could tell it was a sample because it was exactly the same. If you can find a longer shaker sample, cut it up so your bits are different by a little bit. That will help like the believability of this being a live band. Ooh. Absolutely love that. I kind of can hear melodies too. Like I want to wail over this track, even though I'm not really a wailer kind of singer. That wasn't a sample. Is that you actually doing it? I stand corrected. You played that live. Add some reverb, a little bit of a plate or something on it. I think that's what's creating that sampliness, is that it's a little bit dry. It's not in a space. But yeah, splitting hairs, I'm just like digging in, you know? Oh, that was really good. Oh, there's an Ellie Moore in the chat. Ellie Moore alert. It's an Ellie alert. By the way, Loser comes out tonight, 9 p.m. Set your timers, set your clocks, 9 p.m. our time, Pacific. What is our time called? Ellie, Pacific Coast time? That's not what it's called. I think it's just Pacific Standard Time. What? But Aton, this was really, really good. I saw a bunch of PLs for you. Definitely adding you to the playlist. But yeah, this is really, really good. I think literally just mixing. Your arrangement is like solid, really good. All right, PL, it is added to the playlist. Let's go. Piggies. Ellie says, set your clocks for Loser. Thigh, Love and Pain back on Spotify when? I can't say much, guys, but 4.5 years. I can't tell you why. Unfortunately, I would like to, but I can't. But yeah, for all those songs, sadly, 4.5 years. So let's see if we have any other verified members of Boombox. I believe Aton and Andre were the only ones. But if you guys would like a longer critique in the next verified segment, you can become a Boombox member pretty much at any point during this stream and submit your song, and you will be reviewed in the next verified segment. So that concludes this verified segment. And right now we're going to go to a little ad break. Thank you so much to Boombox for sponsoring these streams and allowing them to happen. This ad's going to be just like a minute long, you guys. Like, I think it's even less. So don't go anywhere, and I will be right back to listen to more songs.
Replace Dropbox, Google Drive, SoundCloud Pro, Disco, and DistroKid with Boombox, the all-in-one solution for musicians. Store your files, create playlists, request files, and distribute your music from one place at a single price. Access files on the go and stay synced with our mobile app and macOS app. Dive into our AI tools to spark creativity by generating chords and splitting stems. Search for your files by mood, genre, BPM, and key with our AI-powered advanced search. Share and collaborate with time-stamped feedback, password protection, and customized access permissions. Create professional playlists for pitching with analytics to see who's listening. Release your music into the wild with our inbuilt distribution. And request files from clients and collaborators with inboxes. Boombox, the all-in-one platform for musicians.
I am back, you guys. Thank you so much for listening to this ad for our sponsor, Boombox. And thank you so much to Boombox for making these streams possible. And now it's time for a segment I know you guys will love. It's time for Free For All. So in this segment, what we're going to do is you guys are going to spam. You guys are going to comment your songs that you want me to listen to, and I'm just going to pick random ones, and the next 3 songs are going to be picked that way. So you have my permission to go ahead and spam for the next minute, put in your songs, Put in why you want me to listen to them, convince me, catch my attention, and it will happen. Okay, I'm gonna start picking. Keep the spam going, you guys. I got one more song to pick. All right, and the spam moment is done. I've got the 3 songs written down. A. Thank you for your spam. Thank you so much. And here we go. First up, we're going to listen to a song called New Life. New Life by Meloria, I believe. I'm not sure if, because your name is Bronx, maybe Meloria is the artist you're working with, or maybe that's your artist name. Hi, Lena. I hope you get to hear the song that we made. Any feedback will definitely help us to apply in the future. Oh, I think Bronx is a producer. Meloria is the artist. Okay, let's listen. I like the synth right away. Oh, you guys are both singing. Cool.
I'm right here, waiting for your call. It's been night, wondering all day long where you've been to, what you're thinking. My mind's just you.
Check your bass against your main blanket synth. I think there's a little bit of like funkiness, rubbiness going on. I don't know if it's a note or just like a frequency.
Your eyes agitating.
Don't need no one else to see. Staying with you makes me free. Inside yours, and that's a
Don't be scared, Bronx.
you say.
You guys are all doing a great job.
Hey you, come with me, come find me.
I can hear the New Jeans influences.
Just keep a feeling, thinking.
Love the vocal
Lose
pad
yourself
right
to
here.
welcome new life.
It's time for the show.
I just want to point out something that you did that I really like. You switched your kicks, or you added to your kick. You have like a duller, rounder kick in the verse, and then you have a more pointy, like attack heavy kick on the chorus. Love that.
It's not letting me, so remembering what I know. Yeah, it's all gone though.
Come join in the fun.
I think one thing you can use here is a little bit more percussion. If you listen to your references like Islet, New Jeans, there's always a lot of percussion kind of going on in the top end of the arrangement, and you are mostly kick and mostly synths and vocals. Just even like a little shake or something, a little rim would really elevate the chorus.
Around you, my mind's one future around me and you.
I love that little arc. It's really good. Okay, and also definitely take a look at the tuning of your vocals. It kind of also sounds like maybe this was too low for you as a singer. Maybe you were trying to match like the key, you know, where she's at, because she sounds really comfortable, but you sound like a little bit uncomfortable. So I would maybe just tune a little bit more. Oh, well, it's released for the next song, right? Tune yourself a little bit more. With tuning, you know, it's so funny. I feel like autotune is like a triggering word to musicians and generally, but I would just say like don't be afraid of autotune and even like harsh tuning, because I think that definitely is better than a little bit of a pitchy performance, right? If you can be like super clean without much tuning, I love that, and that's a lot of what I do with artists. But sometimes, yeah, like if something is very hard for you to sing, if it's not your perfect key, like it is okay to tune. So let me know if you guys are wanting PL. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 PLs. One more PL, and we'll be adding the song New Life to our Piggies of the Week playlist. Okay, I see another PL. People are saying, I see the vision you're eating. All right, Bronx, here we go. New life. We will add this to Piggies. Piggies of the week. Let's go. All right. Next up, we have Untitled Demo by Freddie. J. Marie actually said for the last song, I think doubler effect on your voice would sound great in this arrangement. I agree. Okay, and speaking of J. Marie, Freddie says, this is a collaboration with J. Marie, who worked on the production, and I'll be doing the vocals. So far, it's just an instrumental demo, so if you have any suggestions for both of us, please let us know. I love this. I love being like involved early. Love it. Ooh.
You have reached a number that has been disconnected or
Fun.
no longer in service.
Nostalgia vibes. The kick. You need a different sample. This is like such a thin sounding kick and snare too, honestly. You need it to like, boom, 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 like really to hit. Ooh, I love the guitar arrangement. Love that. Oh man, whether that's a synth or like a reversed electric or something. That is cool. You might want to add a little movement here, either with drums or like an arp or something. It's a little like simple right there. Yeah, definitely take a look at your drums. Again, with like live imitation drums, it's tough. You want to humanize them a little bit more. But yeah, this is a really good start. I think really, really good. The biggest thing is just the drums. Bigger and better, a little bit more humanized. I would say trash those samples. I'm not usually that harsh, but like I don't really like those. I think like all the patterns, everything you're playing is good, but just the samples themselves are very, very thin. Even, yeah, look at that sound again that I was recommending before. I feel like a sample pack, like one of the ones they have, is gonna like literally fix it. Like just drop it in, replace the samples with the MIDI, and like you're good. I saw a question asking how to submit a song, I believe. I don't see the person that was asking in the chat anymore, but the way you do that is the link in the description. It's a bit.ly link, and it's going to take you to this inbox right here, and then you just add your song in. So, but yes, how do we feel about, I was showing this as if I was on this scene and I was not. Yeah, basically just hit the link in the description, the bit.ly link, and yeah, you'll be able to submit. So yeah, how do we feel about Freddie's song, Untitled Track? Let me know, 2PL or not 2PL. Aton has a really interesting question. If I can ask you, which artist do you hear singing my song? Do you agree with Olivia Dean or somebody different? Here's the thing. Okay, I'm trying to think of like how to say this. Basically, it's very difficult to pitch to Western artists. And I would almost say it's kind of impossible to pitch to Western artists because they all write their own songs. Even if they're not really like developed songwriters, they still like to be involved in the writing because they want it to be their story, like their feelings, their artistry. So what I really recommend is if you're not pitching K-pop, you can pitch anything to K-pop, and there's like a voracious appetite for songs, and not just K-pop, but J-pop, C-pop, T-pop, like any pop music in Asia, they don't really have a culture of the artists writing themselves. Certain ones do, but very often, more often than not, the artists don't write, so they're looking for songs. So you have an ample opportunity there. If you're mostly looking to work with Western artists, what I suggest is that you team up with a developing artist and that you give your tracks to them. I think that's a much better way to grow, and you never know when somebody's going to blow up. You know, everybody has kind of like a good opportunity these days with social media, and the better your music is, the better the opportunity. So I would recommend that, or pitching to Asian countries. So I see lots of PLs for Freddie. Okay, we will do it. And add to playlist. Piggies of the week. Let's go. Case says, Alina, your prophecy about fun pop music making a comeback. Kesha released a song today. I can't wait to hear it. Oh my God. I'm telling you. And speaking of 2010s music, for anybody who's new on this stream who wasn't here last week, one of you guys asked me what my prophecy is for what's going to be popular next. I said 2010s music, like early 2010s music. And I believe the next song we're going to listen to is called Pirate Heart. And this song was created by Kim Miguel, as from a prompt that I gave him, because he was like, what should I make? And because we were just talking about 2010s music, I said 2010s music. So very first badly mixed demo. I love badly mixed demos. That's when I can feel like I could like give a lot of feedback. When you guys send me finished records that are released, I'm like, it's good. What am I supposed to say? Meishu says, as someone from China, I 100% agree. Most artists don't write their own songs. The only reason I know how to write songs is because I go to boarding school and learn skills in writing. That's very interesting. But yeah, let's listen to Pirate Heart. I am excited. Okay. Ooh, love that. Such a nice contrast to the buzzy synth.
Okay, so here I still have to figure out what I want for the pre-chorus.
Love it.
So here's the chorus.
Let's go, Avicii.
Appear again.
Yes to the banjo. What VST are you using for the banjo? Stop. Fire. Fire. I feel like I need to dance. This is so fun. People are freaking out. Iconic, hit, amazing, banger. Oh my God, PL. That's such a bop. Love the banjo at the very end. Woo! Let's go. That was so freaking fire. That was so fire. Pirate Heart, guys. And it's literally a work in progress. I loved it. I love that it switched from like a total like dark Kesha vibe to this like country 2015 like crazy banger. I am living. Really good job, Kim. Like, I mean, you're still working on it. I'm honestly like, I don't have much to tell you. Just like keep going with your instincts, because they're obviously like really, really, really good. So yeah, let me know if you guys, I already see enough PLs, but yeah, playlist or not to playlist. I'm going to say playlist, because that was really, really fun. So creative too. Holy moly. You guys are killing it. Pirate Heart, such a fun title too. Here's the story I wanted to tell, because this made me think of this. So I was asking what VST you did for the banjo. And so when I lived in Nashville, I actually had a ganjo, which is, for anybody who doesn't know, a guitar banjo, basically with the same like strings and tuning as a regular guitar, but it sounds like a banjo and it's round. So one time, like 10 years ago, Ellie and I were working in my studio, which was in a little attic in my house in Nashville. We're just making our little songs, we're doing our thing, and then we hear a giant noise from downstairs. My husband's not in the house, it's just us, and we go, someone's in the house. We have a break-in. We have a robber here in the house. And this is like the difference in our personalities. Ellie's like, we need to hide. And I was like, no, we need to fight them. They're in my house, so we have to fight. So without even like thinking about it, the first thing I do is grab the Ganjo, because it is pretty freaking heavy. I don't have it anymore, but like the body of it was like, it was solid wood. And it was like, I'm gonna grab the Ganjo, you grab this microphone stand, and we're gonna go down there. We're gonna fight whoever it is. So we creep downstairs and we're scared, and we see that the door to it was like this closet room that I had is shut, and I never have it shut. I'm like, oh my God, they got in through the window. Like they're in that room. They're stealing my clothes. I don't know what they're doing there, right? And we just get to this door. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna swing it open and we're gonna charge. And that's what we attempted to do. But as I tried to open the door, it was like stopped. It was like, I was like, what's going on? Oh, they're blocking the door. They're not letting us get into our own room. I was like freaking out. Finally, I managed to get it open. And I find out there was nobody in the house. The clothing racks that were in there, they fell because there was a mattress behind them and it fell on them. And that's what was stopping the door. That's what closed the door. And that's the noise that we heard, is just this like giant mattress falling on all these clothing racks. So we didn't get, nobody broke in the house, but I was ready to use that Ganjo as a weapon. And I still would. Don't come to my house and try to break it. Thicketine says you need to pitch this script to a horror studio. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of gets like really soft at the end. Like nobody was in the house. Like it was just me swinging around a banjo, Ellie with the mic stand. So, but I prefer to think it was a ghost, right? That would be more interesting. The fact that it was just a mattress falling, like, yeah, not a satisfying ending to the story, but music can save lives. It can if you use it to freaking fight your way through your house. So that's the story, guys. That's what I got for y'all. So anyway, that was the end of our free-for-all segment. And right now, we're gonna go to another segment called A Random Moment. Now, what does this mean? This means I'm just gonna pick songs at random out of the playlist. Literally just point and choose. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do something like this. Boom. All right, we've got Guala by John Porker, who is vying to be Piggy of the Week with that name and that picture, 100%. Hey, I made this beat, this with Mei Shu Lu, Biggest Diva. Love that. She sang and wrote the song. I produced, mixed it. I'm pretty sure she's never actually submitted anything with her voice yet, so that's exciting. Anyway, it's in Chinese. Dope. So she sent me a rough translation. Put it below just in case. Amazing. Let's listen. Ooh. I love how like crappy, but I mean it as a compliment, that piano sounds. Whew, I love it. I like the creepy vibes. Ooh, cool synth.
I'm sorry,爱来比累，丝绒有在颜色，再要怎么搭配？脚步雀跃提起的韵味，象征着
This is really cool storytelling.
Checking 我的美，微调的香水，有酒了 you can pay。
Okay, suggestion. That melody that you had, do that all 3 times. Da 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 da. Tick da 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 da. I kept waiting for such a good hook. Don't let that one go.
抱歉，我的 拉勾勾陪我走。如果当爱是游戏，
I love your voice, by the way.
女孩道理要牢记，男孩太主动没安好心。别
Yeah.
再发言 miss me, I'm too busy for your business. Oops.
You actually remind me of Lexi Liu. I've worked with her on one song. She when she was sending demos and stuff, she kind of has that like soft but like really like baddie vibe.
Do what I want not do。恋爱的法则是否被清楚？怪啦，怪啦，怪啦，怪啦。
Love that hook.
Bad bad boy, don't treat me like a fool。看起来
Very catchy. I can already sing it back to you.
怪啦，怪啦，那我也怪啦，怪啦。
Yeah, that's sick. Ooh, that's so sick. You guys literally killed it. That is so good. You guys ate so hard. Your kick, John, just turn that up. Some of your drums, a little bit more attack on them. The sub up a little bit, like kind of all the regular things. And I would say on her vocal, you could make it a little bit brighter, around like 10K crank, not too much, like a little 2 dBs, something like that. Maybe play around with some textures with vocals, like a little verb, throws, layers, octaves, things like that. It just kind of feels like the vocal production is not as developed as I'd like it to be, but top line was slaying. So, and the track, like ideas like that, kind of crappy but amazing piano, really good stuff. Yeah, I see crazy amounts of PLs. I mean, I agree. This was really, really good. Voila. Does that mean behave? Was that the hook in the chorus? Did I perceive that correctly? Add to playlist. Okay. Piggies of the week and other eaters. I feel like I need to make like a little tune every time we add one in. Okay, guys. A random moment continues. I'm going to pick 2 more songs at random. Yeah, I literally am just going to like not look. Boom. Levitating, part 1 by Daniel. Let's go. And it's FLAC too. So should sound really good. Everything is by me. Dropped this, my debut release on the 21st. Okay, congratulations on the release. Looking forward to your feedback on the mix production reverb usage. Stick around for a little solo at 1:45. Okay, got you.
This is where I wanna be. You and I know gravity.
Vocal sounds really good.
Innocent of memory. We'll come to embrace it with the dawn in view.
Oh.
Levitating to the moon. In a minute we'll be on the news.
I love the call and response vocals.
And I've been working hard.
Kick sounds nice. It's a little thin, but I think it works in this context. Oh, I love the background vocals. Tasty bass, you say, I agree. Ooh. I love your rasp. I want you to lean into that in future songs. That's really like a signature quality to your voice.
In a minute we'll be on the news.
Such a vibe.
So we can let go while the world goes crazy.
The vocals are positioned nicely.
Point and it's on. Let's not turn
I want to go
back the
towards the solo, because you did mention the solo. Oh, there you go. There it is. Woo! Real smooth, I agree. Is that a guitar solo? Is it a synth solo? It's guitar, right? With like effects on it? Very cool. Yeah, this sounds clean. Honestly, congratulations on the release. I love the way you positioned your vocals. The backgrounds really did hug the lead. This is what I always talk about when I say, hey guys, your background vocals should hug your lead. Like they're really well separated from each other. So I thought this was great. Yeah, like I mentioned, the kick I thought was on the thin side, but it kind of worked with the song and just this lighter vibe. It doesn't always have to like thump. It just depends on the context. As long as it's all like graceful in context, that's what matters. But yeah, PLs everywhere. I see them. Let us add Levitating to the playlist. Let's go. Biggies of the week and other eaters. Maybe that's going to be the little jingle. All right. And then one more random song in this random moment. Closed eyes. Let's go. NT song by Walter, I believe first time submitter. Vocals are kind of rough. That's okay.
Pégate más, que no quede espacio. Descapilo sin dejar rastro. Tus ojos y los míos todo despacio. Lo que hacemos, baby, no tiene
Tasty.
caso. Déjate llevar, suelta todo el control. Sin ruido, sin mirada, solo vos y yo. Acércate, ven, no hay prisa. Siente la química. Acércate, ven, no hay prisa.
I'm going to turn this up real quick. Yeah, again, I can hear that you probably don't have anything on the master. Sounds a little bit softer than everything else. So guys, make sure you put limiters on your masters when you submit your songs. Like, I don't mind, but to everybody else, it's just always going to sound a little bit like softer.
Tu piel contra la mía. Yo quiero perderme en ti sin miedo a sentir.
You have a great voice, by the way.
Si vos estás solo para mí. Yo quiero perderme en ti sin miedo a sentir. Yo quiero saber si vos estás solo para mí. Sabes que en esta pieza no hay testigos. Vamos a tratarnos de enemigos. Yo sé que vos querés luchar y vos sabes que te voy a dejar.
Okay, I feel like this has got so much potential. My feeling is this is where it gets kind of hard to unravel. It just sounds so much like a demo, right? The vocal, I know there's a little bit of layers, but it's very like, just feel like, oh, here's this big round vocal and everything else is just kind of like a little backdrop, but I can hear you have really good parts, right, in the track. Like even your little ting, ting, ting kind of like dinky synth. I do like that. I think it's interesting. You could maybe texturize it a little bit more with something like a bit crusher. It's just like an off the top of my head thought. But yeah, some of the percussions, you have these like really thin, bitey percussions could be cool. They're just, everything just seems kind of soft and like not like properly congealing together. And I'm just gonna guess this is just like a really rough demo. I think it's really good. I think the ideas are all there. I just would now focus on taking every element and perfecting it, right? How can you elevate this drum? Like, can you make it more powerful? Can you make it more textural? How can you elevate your vocals? Like you said, they're rough, cool. Can you add more layers? Can you add texture? Can you add throws? How can you make your drums hit harder? Like, that's what this is giving me, where I'm like, cool vibes, but kind of just feels super underdeveloped. And maybe it is, I'm not like judging. I literally think it's cool if you guys submit rough stuff. So, but I would just take methodically every element here and go through and like try to make it better. So I see a couple of PLs. Let me know if you guys would like me to PL and T. Oh, Kim is saying, tell me another genre for next week, please, Alina. I'm going to think about this. Kim. I'm going to try to give you a real challenge. I am really going to give you one. Actually, okay, no. I have one inspired by this song right now, because I know you speak Spanish. I want you to make like a very like charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent coded like Latin hip hop song, like pop hip hop, something inspired by Rosalia, who I love. Minimal production and just like really sassy vocals in Spanish. That's what I want. That is what I want. Okay, so I see lots of PLs for NT. I'm going to add it to the playlist. And it's going to go right in here. Piggies of the week and other eaters. Let's go. All right, guys. And now it's time for another segment. And this one is going to be Advice with Alina. So I know that every week we end up chatting about different topics, everything from pitching songs to K-pop, to how to work with artists, to soft skills, to how to pitch yourself to people on Instagram, collaborators, stuff like that. So I want to hear from you guys. What are you struggling with? What do you have questions about? What is difficult right now in terms of making music, in terms of mixing, in terms of collaborating, advancing your careers, etc., etc., etc. I would love to know. So you let me know and we will chat for a few minutes. Thicatine says, when Kim does metal, then what? Maybe that's next week. In hindsight, say Rosalia type beat maybe isn't like the most challenging, but I just think you could slay that. I'm not trying to trip you up. I'm trying to get like an amazing song for us all to listen to. Azar says, I got a top liner from this stream thanks to Alina. Oh my God, that makes me feel so good. Seeing you guys collab, I feel like a mother. I feel like a proud mother. You guys are connecting, creating together, having fun, advancing. So it is a wonderful thing. How do you pitch your songs to playlists? I think you mean on Spotify playlists. So first of all, you can do that just through their official system, right? It's anybody who uploads a song through DistroKid or anything like that. A few weeks to a few days before you release your song is going to appear in Spotify for Artists system, and it's going to just give you an opportunity to pitch. And I would say what you need to do is you need to think about the playlist that they already have, the curated editorial ones that your song fits onto, right? Just to give you guys an example, Loser by Ellie that's coming out tonight, we pitched it to playlists. Well, you don't like tell them put this in Salt or put this in whatever, I don't remember the playlist names, Baddie Anthems, but you kind of lead them to understand where your song will fit, because I believe they have like AI looking at that stuff first and looking for keywords. So if, let's say, you want your song to be in Salt, which is like these baddie anthems, like break up, like angry girl stuff, you basically will want to put in keywords like this is an angry breakup anthem, that empowers women. Like, you do things like that. You give it as many keywords as possible. So that's definitely one way to do it. And then outside of that, you basically need to be with a distributor that does that for you. But that's a whole other can of worms, because just because a distributor signs you doesn't mean they're actually gonna pitch your songs. So I kind of just suggest not worrying about it, other than what I just mentioned with Spotify, because that's totally in your control. I suggest using social media to get your stuff to like do better. And as you advance and you have streams to back yourself up, you're touring, you're doing all these things as an artist, that's when you can kind of like go to a distributor that's going to have relationships. So Eitan says, let's talk about collaborating. I have over 250 tracks that need vocals and lyrics. Well, you're in the right place. There's vocalists and lyricists all up in this chat. So I'm just saying, I know that it is hard to like connect on YouTube especially. So I'm gonna drop a link to our Discord. I will be so honest with you guys. I'm almost never in this Discord server myself right now. That probably will change, but there's just people hanging out in there, collaborating, looking for looking to meet others. So you guys can join this. Let me know if this link is correct, because I know we had like a couple of links in the past that were like outdated. So go ahead, like let me know if you can join using this or if you can't. So but yeah. I have a question about chorus arrangement. What are the ways to make them different from each other but still bright enough to be choruses? Okay, interesting. I usually do this with vocals. I usually add ad-libs and extra layers of vocals as the song builds. Sometimes I'll add even like room vocals where I sing away from the mic. Definitely adding a few extra elements also as it builds can be cool, like adding percussive elements, like let's say a shaker or a tambourine that wasn't in chorus 1, adding a synth element that's wider, like kind of panned really widely, to add that feeling of power. I usually don't add like a ton of new things as my song builds, right? Like maybe chorus 2 I have 2 little ad-libs in it and like a new synth, and then chorus 3 I have that synth and then maybe like an extra percussion, maybe a stomp layer on the kick. But yeah, not a whole lot. Question, how do you pitch music in K-pop? So this is a question I get a lot, you guys, and I don't have like a super good answer for you. I'll tell you kind of how it works, and maybe at some point we can figure out a way to make this better. But this is the industry, right? So there is not like an official pitching system. Like there's not like pitchkpop.com. Maybe there should be. Maybe I should start that company. But really the way it is, it's kind of old school, like old school music industry, where you basically have to know the record labels, or you have to have a publisher, you have to have a manager, or you have to have, well, yeah, you have to know the labels yourself. Like you have to have your own relationships. There's no like unsolicited submissions. Like they don't want those because they already get like thousands of songs sent their way. So they kind of want to vet them by like who's done them, people that they know of, writers, producers, publishers they know, managers they know, people like that. So because of that, yeah, when you're new, I would say the best suggestion that I can give you is to get with a mentor or get with others that are like, that have the same goals that can like help you pitch your music. Because for example, my very first K-pop cut, which was by Red Velvet, and this is a different time, but I think it can kind of work similarly. Ellie and I literally hit up a producer on Facebook that already had success, and we just were like, hey, we're top liners, like do you have, you know, any stuff we can join? And basically like he let us because we already had good music. And top liners, especially I would say for K-pop, are very valued, Western top liners, just because for some reason there's not as many top liners in Korea. There's like awesome track people, but that's kind of how it is right now. There are definitely ideas I've been having about like being able to pitch other people's music that I'm not on, or that I maybe just help finish and fix. So if you guys would want something like that, like some sort of mentorship specifically for trying to get you guys K-pop cuts, let me know in the comments. I don't have more than that, but it is an idea I've been like kind of massaging in the back of my mind, because even with these streams I'm like, oh, there's such talented people here, and I can hear with a few tweaks, reshaping, some of these songs could get cut. So do you like to use vocal line in production? Yes, I do. Pros and cons? Really no cons, all pros, to be honest. It just lines up your dubs, backgrounds, etc. to your lead like perfectly, and especially for the music that I create, pop, K-pop, it's very, very good. You don't usually want your dubs to be like super different, or your backgrounds to have like super different timing, and it tunes it too now. Back in the day it was just timing, now it aligns the pitch and it does such a good job. Like honestly, like no cons. I'm like a big fan. Asking for advice. My ears hurting after a few not loud listenings of my music. Is it mastering or something else? Or you just need to rest? I think you just need to rest. Yeah, I definitely just know your limits. fatigue is real. It's so real, and pushing through it just literally has no results. You just kind of feel tired and just honestly end up making worse decisions because you kind of just can't tell. Any tips for top lining? How do you start? I think you start by copying. I hate to say it, right? But you start by kind of trying to analyze songs that you like and doing similar moves. Like, let's say, ask yourself, what is sort of the math of how their song works? Are they rhythmic in the verse? Does their melody go up in the pre-chorus? Is their chorus static, or is it like very wide spanning melodies? Is it rhythmic? Is it a little bit like less notes but more impactful? And then you kind of just take the concepts and you remake the songs. I used to do that all the time. You know, they might not be songs that you do anything with because they might end up being too similar to other songs, but it is like an amazing exercise because it is definitely, there's a framework to songwriting, right? There's a reason why our brains like certain types of patterns. They like certain types of melodies going into other types of melodies. It's all very formulaic. I know people don't like hearing that, but it is the truth. But how you break out of the formula is just you, right? Your creativity, your soul, your heart. That's how you infuse the formula with what we call artistry. But the formula is there for everybody. I swear it really is. You don't you can break it a little bit, but it only when you like really know what you're doing is what I would say. Does music production take lots of years to learn? Yes, it does. I will say it probably took me longer than necessary to learn music production. It took me a decade to like get good. I don't think it needs to take 10 years. It can take like 4 or 5 with the right guidance, which you pretty much opened me up for a plug with this question, but I'm gonna plug because it's such a perfect spot for it. I'm actually making a music production course that's aimed at exactly that. I've basically taken 99 things that I've learned in the last like 20 years of doing this, and I've put them into these really actionable, really precise tips. So it's things like, how do you make your kick drum hit harder? How do you tune your vocals? What are different tuning intents that you can have? How do you layer your vocals? How do you layer your percussions? How do you layer basses without phasing and without weirdness and like frequencies fighting with each other? I've basically taken all of these moves that I've been making for the last like decade, and I am putting them into this course. So there's a link for it in the description of the stream. Get on the early access list because it's popping on the early access list. I send like extra tips to people on it every week, and it's generally a good time. So recommended. But that concludes Advice with Alina, which I'm just going to play the animation because I'm proud of it. That was the end of this segment. And yeah, thank you guys so much for your questions. We will do that every stream. I think it's really fun. I love helping you guys. But all right, so we are gonna go back to listening to music. Let me just refresh the page here. I want to see if we have any new submissions. So all right, so we are gonna go into one of these segments here, but first of all, I just want to remind you guys, sorry, I have like a million things actually open on my screen. You guys should see it. I have 2 screens going, and I have like all of these like OBS, Boombox, like all of these million things open, and I just had a moment of like full confusion where I was like, what am I doing? What is happening? So I'm actually going to drop a message in the chat. Okay, so I am going to pin this real quick because I would love to have another verified segment. So, and in the verified segment, basically it's anybody who's verified on Boombox, and you get a full listen of your song, even if it's like 3.5 minutes long. I will listen to the whole thing and give like a little bit of a deeper critique. So if you guys are here right now and you haven't submitted a song yet and you want to join Boombox, you can do that with that link that's pinned in the comments. So, and if enough people join, we'll do a verified segment specifically for those people. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to go into a free-for-all. So I feel like this is your guys' favorite. I think everybody has a lot of fun with this. So feel free to start spamming. Spam your song name, and I will pick 3 songs at random, and we will listen to them in the next minute. So have fun. Have fun with that. I'm going to have my water. Thicketing, my PC is about to fry up. Literally have YouTube stream, Boombox, OBS. I have like my notes for the stream. I have another set of notes for the stream, and then I have another set of notes. Like, honestly, it's a lot. It is kind of crazy. Okay, I see the spam. I see the spam rolling in. All right, I'm just going to pick things at random. Keep it going, you guys. I feel like it's like so fun. You're just like, okay, I got one. Okay, I got another one. I'll give you guys a second. I'm going to give you guys a second to spam. Okay, got one more. Thank you so much for your spam. Thank you, thank you. Got my 3 songs. And the first of these songs is going to be Pop It, Lock It, Twist It. And this is by Case in Your Face. Okay, Case, this better be as charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent coded as all your tracks are usually. The song is still a very rough demo. I'd love to get critiques or ideas since I'm going through the worst creative blocks ever. Oh no, I hate those. This was produced on GarageBand. Case is like the royalty of GarageBand, I swear to God. P.S. So excited about Ellie's new song. Oh, I'm so excited too, guys. After what we've been through, this song is the beginning of a new era. Let's just say that. All right, let's listen. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let me show you how I diss it.
Hey.
Real close, I'ma make you really miss it. Pop it,
Stop.
twist it. Let me show you how I diss it. Get up real close, I'ma make you really miss it.
Ooh. Oh, this is hot.
Get up real close, I'ma make you really miss it.
In the club, got my music loud. In the club, bodies dancing in the crowd.
I love your use of BitCrush to hide the fact that you sing on an iPhone. It's incredible.
Pop it, lock it, twist it. Let me show you
Eating
how
so
I
hard,
diss it.
honestly.
Get up real close, I'ma make
Okay,
you
I will
really
say, I think your bass, I know you're on GarageBand, so I don't know what is in there. I know it's limited. I think the bass sound could be dialed in a little bit more. It's like kind of wide, right?
miss it. Pop it, lock it, twist it. Let me
And it's missing a little bit of sub. So I would see in, I don't know what you're using for the synth instrument. If there's a sub in there you can turn up, I would turn up the sub because I like the sound. I just think it's like underdeveloped. And if you can't turn up the sub, maybe layer it with a sub. Just be really careful. It has the exact same attack as this bass synth.
show you how I diss it. Get up real close, I'ma make you really miss it.
Yeah, this drop is so sick. You know, you could, I think also to make it better for the drops, add a little bit more chaos with percussion, like the 16th note rhythm with like a shaker or like a really like kind of bitey percussion, like a rim, something like that, maybe even like metallic. But yeah, you have such good arrangement instincts. It's crazy. Thicketing, we are in free for all. But this is amazing, Case. It's really, really good. I'd love to, honestly, like so interesting. I love your music. I'm curious if you're releasing stuff as an artist or if you're wanting to collaborate with other artists or if you are a DJ, or if you're wanting to pitch to Asia, because I feel like you could do all of these things with such good arrangement, like instincts that you have. But God, I'd love to get you upgraded to like Ableton or something, because I feel like you would take it and run. I would think you would take it and run. Yeah, this eats. I see so many PLs. Let's add Pop It, Lock It, Twisted to the playlist. Oh my God, I'm about to spill this myself. Me cradling my bottle like a baby here. Okay, let's add to playlist. Biggie's on the Week and Other Eaters. Let's go. And now we're gonna do It Girl by Elsie. First time submitter, I believe. So hi. This song is written by me and sang by me. Producer of this beat is HL. Hope you like the song. Heart to you too. Let's listen. I love the chords. You guys know I like all these kind of soulful chords. Yeah.
Smelling something. Jump out of closet now. Feel every day like zone out. Never painful.
I like this processing. Let's not villainize autotune, guys, because it sounds cool. Oh, I like how the vocals switch from being a little bit like filtered to full brightness. This is very cool. Okay, performance tip for you. I can see how cool your voice is. Don't rush, especially when you're doing da 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 da. I can hear some of the really fast syllables kind of like falling out of your mouth a little bit. I can just tell that it's a little bit uncomfortable. Practice your fast rap singing a little bit more, because you have everything you need to have for this. It sounds like you're new to it, and it sounds a little bit rushed, which is kind of like a marker of being a little bit new to it, because I notice a lot of people rush before they really get comfortable with these faster type of rhythms.
Oh baby, look to the floor, seem like gravity, no words, searching, that's in your dream. Oh my girl, you look so 너무 예뻐, 너무 멋지. I'm a sweet chick, 너 알잖아. 메이크업가 필요 없어. 너무 알잖아. Feel like I'm out of control. Baby, you're my sweet dream love. Baby,
Nice.
you drive my love all night. Vroom, vroom, makeup, you
Vroom,
look
vroom,
like drop.
yes.
Baby, you're so drop, gorgeous like your perfume. Baby, can you stop, being so pretty? Want you as my wifey, just like my playlist. It's never ending. She be like, I'll drink 한팀은.
Okay, a suggestion. When you did that vroom vroom, it like caught me. You got me, gal. But after that, it was just a lot of rhythm, right? Which, like, I know a lot of these types of like hip hop inspired pop songs are very like, we're just rapping and singing, yeah, da 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 da, right? But I think I still would like more of a hook from you.
Vroom, vroom, makeup, you look like drop.
Vroom vroom da 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 vroom vroom baby da 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 vroom vroom. You know what I mean? Like, keep it going, keep the hook going. You had a hook, keep it going, give it to me. But yeah, this is very cool. I'll see really, really good like top lining instincts here. Very cool vocal processing too. I think also another thing, I know you didn't make the beat. I don't know if you're gonna have HL mix this for you. Right now, your voice is just like sitting on top of the beat, and it kind of just sounds like the beat is here and your voice is here. So it doesn't sound like a record, but I don't know if this is like a super duper rough demo yet or like where we're at. So just make sure it does get mixed. But yeah, I see a million PLs for Elsie, so we're definitely going to add It Girl to the playlist. Piggies of the Week and Other Eaters. Okay, let's go. This stream brings out my silly side, I swear, you guys. Okay, and the next song we're going to listen to is called Basic. Basic? Where are you? Wait, why are you not here, Basic? Also, I saw somebody asking about how to submit. You submit using the link in the description. It's a bit.ly link. And yes, you have to join Boombox to submit. You don't have to do a paid account. You could do a free account if you want. But if you do want to try a paid account, it comes with a lot of like cool privileges. Basically, you can get like really nice custom playlisting with branding. I believe the premium account, you have like unlimited song streaming submissions you can do to get your songs on like Spotify and things like that. There's AI stem separation, things like that. So it is a very cool website. Oh, there's also storage as well. So it's kind of like Dropbox, like those storage, like Google Drive. It kind of combines everything you might need as a musician. So I recommend checking them out for sure. Plus, it helps support the stream and keep these streams going. So that I was gonna say this is the end of the free for all, but it is not, because I can't find Basic for some reason. I will look manually one time because I don't know why I cannot find it. But for some reason, it was not coming up for me when I was searching. It was not. Man, I don't know. It's somehow maybe your submission didn't come through. I'm so sorry. Let's have another little round of you guys putting in your song names then, and I will pick a different one. I'm so sorry to whoever did Basic. I'll just give you guys like a hot second. Amanda, yes, I do this every week. So if you haven't had a chance to submit your song this week, you'll have another chance next week. Just make sure you subscribe if you're not, because once I post the stream with the link, what ends up happening is people like jump on it right away and submit their music. And there is a segment at the very beginning of the stream for early birds. So the first 3 songs I always listen to. So that's like guaranteed that you'll get a review, right? And then another way a guaranteed review is if you're verified on Boombox. Everything else is like a little bit random, like what we're doing right now. So I'm gonna pick Okay, I picked a song, you guys. Let's see if I actually can find this one. Oh my god. Computer, behave yourself. Okay, there it is. After Dark. And this one is by Rada. Okay, look at this. Another collab. Hi, Alina. Me and Eitan are working together on this track made by him. Proud mother. I swear. I'm so proud of you guys. Can you give us your idea for melodies, rhythm for vocals, lyrics? Which will be best for the track? I tried some things, didn't work out. Now I'm getting confused. Understandable. I get confused too. Music be like that sometimes. If possible, please listen to the whole track. Help me out. Part after 150 is different from the former part. You know, let's listen from halfway so that I can't hear the ending. So let's maybe start from right here. First of all, your drums, you need to replace that kick. You gotta take that kick out. That's one of those like very thin kicks that I don't like. It's very much, I want to say it's my personal preference, but honestly, like I feel like nobody likes a thin kick. I do like, you could use it as like a layer, but you need sub in your kick, and this one doesn't have any sub at all. Or like a little bit, too much, too little. Same with the snare. It's very thin. It sounds like if you imagine a Q spectrum, like there's nothing like on the bottom here, barely anything in the mids, and it's all like mids and upper mids. I would maybe just replace them with better samples. I do love the soundscape of this, the beautiful strings, the piano kind of little rolls going on. Ooh, turn these up though. They're very quiet in the mix. I like some of these kind of, it almost sounds like walking, like a little Foley. This is really cool. Oh. Spread the synth, the buzzy one. It's very in the middle, and because of how many low mids are here, it's very like almost making the track feel narrower in a way. I love the little bell, maybe pan it a little bit too. Feels a little static. I love this piano. This piano is my favorite out of this track. It's gorgeous. Oh, did you play that? That's so pretty. Oh, that's beautiful. Viva Marie says it's not bad, it's missing something. I think what it's missing is mostly better drum production. I do love kind of the idea of this atmospheric string, beautiful piano. Yeah, I just think the bass also is a little bit like not present. So better drums, a little bit more bass. And then, yeah, you asked for like a little bit of a vocal suggestion. I would say it just really depends on what you guys are wanting to do with it. Like if you're releasing as artists yourself, if so, it should be driven by you guys, not what I think, because like this is your artistry. If it is, if it's for pitch for like a K-pop artist or like an OST or something, then you need like a big like belty kind of vocal, I think, especially in the chorus. But let me know if you guys would like to PL After Dark, to playlist or to not playlist. Let's go. About halfway through my big bottle. Okay. I see 1 PL, I see 2 PLs, 3 PLs, 4 or 5. All right. Here we go. After Dark. You get a PL. Piggies of the week and other eaters. You guys are going to be hearing me singing that in your sleep. I'm so sorry. As many times as I've done it. Okay. Now, before we go to our next segment, I'm just going to play a little ad for you guys from our sponsor, Boombox. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Replace Dropbox, Google Drive, SoundCloud Pro, Disco, and DistroKid with Boombox, the all-in-one solution for musicians. Store your files, create playlists, request files, and distribute your music from one place at a single price. Access files on the go and stay synced with our mobile app and macOS app. Dive into our AI tools to spark creativity by generating chords and splitting stems. Search for your files by mood, genre, BPM, and key with our AI-powered advanced search. Share and collaborate with time-stamped feedback, password protection, and customized access permissions. Create professional playlists for pitching with analytics to see who's listening. Release your music into the wild with our inbuilt distribution. And request files from clients and collaborators with inboxes. Boombox, the all-in-one platform for musicians.
All right, guys, I am back. I saw somebody be like, we need new variations of this ad. I agree. I'm going to hit up Boombox and be like, guys, give us like a few different ones. Maybe a funny one, a more serious one that focuses on stem splitting or playlisting or whatever. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so we're going to go into another segment now, which is going to be verified moment. So we have a couple new verified submitters here in the playlist. So as you guys know, whenever somebody is verified, basically I listen to their whole song and try to give a deeper critique. And we have a song called Fantastic from TZC. The intro, okay, oh, here you go. Hi, what's up? First time making a trappy song using drill elements. All right. Would love to know how you feel about the arrangement of the track since I want to be kind of samey but not boring. Okay, I get that. Also, the intro might feel a bit long for a song nowadays. I extended it specifically to post the track on YouTube since longer intros are kind of the thing there. Okay, awesome. Let's listen. Dave, sorry, hold on. I want to listen to this properly. But Dave is asking, I just signed up. How can I find your playlist? So to submit to this playlist, the link is in the description of the stream. It's a bit.ly link. Just hit that and you'll be able to submit. Okay, Okay, I love these plugs, by the way. Immediately, I'm like, yeah, I would pick those myself. Nice texture plugs. Or I guess pizzicato strings. You might want to texturize your clap. It's a good sample. I think you might just want every other one or every fourth one to have one layered underneath. So when I layer claps or snares, I just ask myself what it's missing. I think this clap is a hair thin. You don't have a ton going on in the lower mids. So you could do one that's a little more textural and has like a bump in the lower mids. Or it's also very centered. So you could do one that's a little bit wider. And it doesn't have to be loud layered, but just like a little more texture. Ooh. Yes to this low end, guys. Anybody that was struggling with low end, listen to this. This is good. I love the reverse before your snare, or the clap, I guess. Right here, since you asked about sameness, introduce one more element. Introduce like a percussion, something a little bit offbeat, because you've got tra-ta-ta-ta-ta, trap, hats, ta-ta-ta-ta, right? You could do something on the offbeat, like a little shake or something. You can listen to like Timbaland, like 2000s production, for a lot of inspiration for how to arrange drums on the offbeat. Gives early Ariana Grande vibes, I agree. Oh, cool. I like that effect. Great transition. Okay, so here, going into the chorus, to make it less samey, I think you should layer your main pizzicato pluck with another synth doing the same part. So you're kind of in the middle. Maybe do one octave down from it. You could try octave up from it as well, like a little bell or something, but that will make it like very girly. I don't know like what you're wanting to use this beat for, if it's like to sell to an artist. I think girly might be good because it is giving like Ariana Grande, so female artists might be looking at this more, but also I think a lower layer, lower octave layer might give it a little more like punch and power. You could try to do both, actually. Yeah, you guys loving this, huh? PL. That was cool. The reverse. Right there in this moment, something is rubbing. Take a look. I think it's one of your effects and one of your synths. Okay, here is where it gets a little bit like tough as far as the sameness, right? I would maybe take your main synth out and do a moment where you really focus on the bass and the drum. You could do something like doom doom, doom doom, like a little bit like 2 bars even would really help break it up. Or you could maybe even just do chords, right? You're doing a lot of cool reverses, for example. You could just do like a wah, wah, like little reverses, but on pitch with the chords for like 2 to 4 bars. I think that would really, really help you out right here. Yeah, because it's that synth continuously going and going and going, not changing. That's starting to fatigue the ear, even though it's good. Aton says that bendy 808 is awesome. Yeah, agreed. Oh, okay, yeah. Yes, yeah. You should have started that at the drop of the verse 2, the different drum pattern. Hey. Yeah, have the drums stick out and come back. Illyrum, I agree. Check some of your synth reverses here. It's a tiny bit of a rub somewhere. Right there, yeah. You have a note in there that doesn't belong in there. It was in that other spot I pointed out. Oh, you have a new like layer, like a little, was it a vocal maybe up top there? I like that. You should bring that in the earlier chorus maybe. Very eating. People be liking it. I agree. That sample is awesome. It's cool. I love it. Yeah, this was great. Just a couple of the tweaks I mentioned, you're golden. Really, really great job. Definitely adding to the playlist. Wait, what was the song called? I remember your name, TZC. Fantastic. There you go. Okay, because it had lots and lots of PLs. Fantastic. All right, add to playlist. Piggies in the Week and Other Eaters. And then we have a couple of other verified members. So we have New Jack Swing Type Beat from Woo Jun Kim. Okay, no note. That's totally okay. But if you guys want to leave notes for the future, that always helps, especially if you guys tell me what you're looking for feedback on. Like, oh, I think my vocal is not processed well, or I'm struggling with this. Like, that always helps. And it helps if you say, I'm an artist, this is for me, or this is to pitch to K-pop. Helps a ton. Ah, let's go. I love New Jack. Drums are slamming. What did you use for this? I'm curious as far as samples and presets. This is very authentic. Woo! Ooh. Oh! Love the arrangement with the basses counterplaying, I guess, the synths. One question I have is, are you looking to have this top line? If this is an instrumental piece by itself, very cool. I love all the horns. If you are looking for a top liner for this, you are taking a little bit of like the space that a top line would take. So just depends on what you're looking to do. But yeah, if you're looking to get a singer on this, let me listen. I'll make a suggestion on which of the horns to take out. Some dun dun da 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 dun da 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 da. I would just do dun da 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 and leave the second half of that phrase out because you need the space for a singer, if that's what you're looking to do. I'll say I agree with Faustine. The bass could use a little more sub, but the groove is amazing. Yeah, it's actually like crazy how authentic this sounds to that era. It like literally sounds like the 90s, late 80s. So I would say to make it like a little bit more modern, I was also kind of like thinking like, oh, I could more modernize it by keep like the authentic vibes. A little more sub on the kick and the bass too. The kick sample is great. I would maybe layer it with a modern sample kind of tucked under it, or maybe just bring up the subs. And then same with bass as well, because everything was a little thinner back then on as far as the low end, and that's why I think it sounds so authentic, but you kind of want it to have like that modern impact. Yeah, Illyrum says layer sub under it, I agree. Aton says, honestly, I always assume that once I get vocals, I have to change around my arrangement. That's fair too, you can always do that. Right here. Your guitar and your ascending synth, so the guitar is on the right ear, it's like do-do-do, and then the synths are like don don don. They're not interacting very nicely. I think it's like a little bit overwhelming, and this is what I'm feeling. I think everything is really good, exciting, but here we've listened to a minute and a half and I'm starting to be like, oh my god, there's a lot going on. Pick one thing to feature at a time. Right? I think in this moment, I'd be like, do, do, da, and I wouldn't put it on the left ear. I would put it right in the center. And then I would take that guitar out just in that moment. There's also something going on in the lower mids something rubbing. I notice this a lot with you guys. Like rubs between synths and basses. It's like a common affliction. I love this moment though with the bass featured. Love this because it gives an ear a break. Love this. You could even do that in the second verse too. That moment was really nice for the ear. That's fun. Cool drum moment. Yes, Woojan, that was so good. Just apply the notes that I gave you. I think you're like 90% there. Honestly, at this point, it's just refining and maybe taking some things out so it's not so overwhelming. But this, yeah, I'm gonna assume. I hate assuming. That's why I wish you guys would all leave me notes. But I'm gonna assume you're wanting a K-pop group to cut this, and I think you definitely could with the right top line get somebody interested, because New Jack Swing always goes in and out of style. Like, it's just such a powerful style for dancing. So I believe in this for sure. PL, yeah, I see lots of PLs. New Jack type beat. We're gonna add it. Piggies of the week and other eaters. I'm gonna do that every time now. Okay, we have another that's also Woojan. I think just we'll do one. We'll see if we have any more verified Boombox users. You guys might have been it for this verified segment. I'll just make sure. Oh, we have Asa. Oh, Delulu Calls. What a name. Oh, that's Thicotine. What's up? Delulu Calls is such a good name. Let's listen. Ooh. Love all the detuning.
Yeah, meeting and missing comes into fruition with your puppy eyes. Yeah, you when you're recover, how you let me through.
Nice kick.
Who do you take me for? When things like before.
Nice voice. One thing I feel is I think your voice is not standing out against the track. You need to carve a little bit with EQ, because the synths you have going on and the vocal you have, they're like right in the same frequencies. Let me listen more. I'll make a suggestion just by ear. I think it's two frequencies. It's something higher because you have that like hanging kind of blanket synth, maybe around 2 to 3K, and then something in the lower mids, like maybe even mids, like from 3 to 500 hertz. It's hard for me without having an EQ like to put on this. But yeah, just carve a little bit. You might even want to bump the volume of your vocals like a dB up as well. Ooh. Okay, I do like that snare. I was like, where's the snare? Find a way to add a little more lower mid to that snare. I love how like tick it is, but maybe just a little bit more rounded because it is so high-endy.
You say you want somebody brand new, then you tell me that you want me to.
Those clicks are, I'm struggling with them because also they kind of are in the middle. I think you might want to pan them, and you might want to play around with filtering them too. They're like a little bit harsh.
Your heart can live without me. You last a little overdue.
You have the da 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 da. Try to pan that a little bit. I feel like it's again your lead and that part are kind of on top of each other.
Won't you stop bringing me up with the ludicrous? That
would have repeated it. Da, da, da. Right there, that was your little hook.
Say you want somebody brand new, then you tell me that you want me to. Your heart can't live without me. Oh, you lies I never
I do love that da-da-da-da hook. I honestly would even remix this differently because da-da-da-da-da-da-da is really catchy. So I would actually put that up front, make that louder, and then da-da cause like all the kind of more lengthy like legato stuff you're doing, I would put that on the sides and a little bit more verbed too, because I wanted like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's one thing I'm noticing. A lot of you guys don't recognize your own hooks when you have them. I'm like, oh, take that, milk that. Yeah. Aw, that was very, very cool. Yeah, amazing. Thicatine, you killed it. I think it sounds great. Let me know if you guys are hearing PLs. I already see one from Case. But yeah, this was really cool. Just try to maybe apply the notes and, you know, see if you can make it a little bit cleaner. But I think like so many things were really great about it. Do 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 do. It is a hook. I'm telling you, this is a good one. Da 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 da. Lots of PLs. All right, let's go. Delulu calls. Oh, not a bookmark. Hold on. Let me type in the right thing. Delulu. There we go. Piggies. Let's go. Piggies of the week and other eaters. All right, guys. And that is going to take us to the end of the stream where we pick Piggy of the Week. So let's go ahead and go to our little playlist over here. I have written down my personal favorites and we're going to pick out of them right now. So let me set up a little poll right now because I feel like that was really fun when we were doing it last time. Start a poll. Which song should be Piggy? And then we're going to add a couple options. And then we'll say the song names. And then, all right, so I'm starting this poll. Nobody vote yet because what I'm going to do is I'm going to play these songs. These are my favorite from this stream. And we're going to pick, oh my goodness, why can't I find it? There you go. Is that correct? Okay, first of all, we have Higher by Sondre, contender number 1. I'll play a little bit of every song. I'll go maybe a little bit further, like towards the chorus too.
So let's go on and play. Yeah, treating all these people like they're one big joke. Don't go out in the rain or you might soak.
Living for the falsetto still.
Until you hit the stick. But be careful, don't get tricked. Higher and higher.
Ooh.
Reach for you, break my heart so now I break you, jumping and jumping on trampolines, ace backflips when you're off the scene.
So that was Higher.
Oh, I bleed.
Now
but
we
you
have
never
Like This
care.
by Andre. Such a party. So good. Next up, Pirate Heart. We're gonna go to the chorus.
You got me tangled in the
you guys.
Thought you wouldn't appear again.
Wine Diego says higher is hot. I agree. All of you guys are hot. Iron Heart, so good. And then we have voila.
像珍珠的弧度，露心情准备 checking 我的美。
Okay, now that you guys heard all the songs, cast your vote in the chat. The poll is spin.
想要牵我的手，拉勾勾陪我走。如果当爱是游戏，宁愿你别靠近。女孩道理要牢记，男孩太主动没安好心。别再发言 miss me， I'm too busy for your business. Oops, don't you know I do what I want, what I wanna do。恋爱的法则是否被清楚？怪啦，怪啦，怪啦，怪啦。Bad bad boy, don't treat me like a fool。看起来无辜，其实我不顾。
Viva Maria is asking, how do I get on this list? So, as we play songs throughout these streams, after every song I ask, hey, like, do you like this song? Should it go on the playlist? And if 5 people say yes, it goes on. So you just have to submit your songs and get them played. But yeah, cast your votes, you guys. I'll give you like a few seconds to do it because I want it to be fair, you know, for everybody. And then whoever gets the highest vote is gonna be Piggy, the biggest eater. But you guys all ate. You guys are doing amazing, and I'm just so happy and excited to be here helping you guys, giving some advice and hanging out. All right, so I see equal tie between Like This and Voila. So I think my vote is gonna be the determining vote, and I'm gonna say Like This is gonna be Piggy of the Week because I just love the energy of that track. It was amazing. Congratulations. Let's see, who did Like This? Andre. Congratulations, Andre. You are Piggy. So I'm gonna just grab this and drag it to the very top of our list. We have so many cool songs here, guys. Oh, sometimes it doesn't work like this. Come on, let's go. I'm gonna try again. I'll do it after stream. But thank you guys so much for being here. I love you all. I do this every week. I stream with Boombox and listen to your guys' songs. So please come back next week. Tell your friends, and we will all be